We're going live.
I'm gonna ask the fast into this. We're live in here. Like dribbling. They went live to dribble.
That's right. Dribbling drills.
Live in here, son. First and foremost.
Here.
Like how we went live and then decided to get ready.
That's right. That's how we do it. Prepare yourself.
Like, hey, we get ready after we go live.
That's right. Why be ready?
So be prepared. Who gets prepared? You know what I'm saying?
Who gets prepared? Who does that?
Who does that?
Who? Why?
Who?
Why?
Today we are talking. We brought here today since I can't keep using that because he doesn't know Prince.
It's no what?
I was like, we got here today to get to this thing called. I'm like, I can't keep using that because someone doesn't know who Prince is.
Because somebody doesn't know who Prince is. Okay.
It's the start of like one of his biggest songs. No one heard that because last week I said it and we didn't have a mic, so no one actually heard the fact.
We had a mic, it was just off.
Yeah, it was off, and so no one heard me basically quoting Prince. And then he's like, "What's that off of?" And I was like, "It's Prince."
Okay, where was it from though, specifically?
Let's Go Crazy. It's the beginning. It's literally the beginning of Purple Rain. If you literally start Purple Rain, that is literally the first things he says in Purple Rain.
Comment down below how many of you have seen Purple Rain and the last time you saw Purple Rain. And if you actually know what he's talking about.
If you literally play Let's Go Crazy, that's how the song starts too. In the album version.
How does it start?
We gather here today to get this thing called life. Electric word life, that means forever. That's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you there's something else. The afterword. That's literally how the song starts.
Again, how many of you listen to that on a regular besides this guy?
It's literally one of his biggest songs.
Besides this guy.
Billions of other people listen to that song. If you know Prince. I mean,
I never claimed to be a big Prince fan. I said I like Prince.
That's why I said, if you know Prince.
You don't know Prince? You ain't never met Prince.
Let's Go Crazy, Purple Rain, Doves Cry. I mean, literally, those like this top.
When doves cry.
Prince. I ain't never met Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I never met Martin Luther King.
Never met him. You know what I'm saying? Just putting it out there.
Never ever. Never ever.
Like, you never met him because we out here.
Mm-hmm.
We're live.
Oh.
Yes, that is how one of Prince's biggest songs in the beginning of Purple Rain starts.
Okay.
Just saying. That's just me. That's just me knowing Prince. And I have seen Purple Rain quite a few times. I did have a special edition DVD because, Prince fan. Who knows Prince? Everybody knows Prince. Symbol.
All the light touches symbol is ours.
Symbol.
I was making the
Yes.
Prince Association, right? Since he technically is the Prince.
Joffrey. Zamunda.
Oh, Zamunda. When I say he's got his own money, I mean he's got his own money.
What's that off of? I never heard that before in my life. What's that horrible movie that's what you're talking about? Nobody heard that.
No one ever heard of that movie.
Nobody heard of that movie.
Don't even know anything about McDonald's.
Nobody know McDowell's.
Or
they got the golden arches.
Or
we got the golden arcs.
Or Randy Jackson. Or no, Randy Watson.
Randy Watson, yes,
Randy Watson.
It's not a clue of what might be my number one comedy at all.
Maybe, possibly.
Possibly so.
Maybe, possibly.
Whatever it is.
So let's get into that. So I have some more like random ones. I have like my own personal favorites, but like ones that I can remember throughout the years. But some like ones that I can just sit down and like have other people watch with me. And then there's ones that are just randomly like, oh yeah, that was like really good, right?
Yeah, it's like
so I try to do a combination of the two because I realized that if I just did ones that I would always be like, hey, let's sit down and watch this. They all had very particular theme, mostly black comedies.
Yeah. What you gotta do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Life's a jungle.
So I was like, let me give myself a little bit more variety. So some of the older ones, since this is all 80s, right? 80s comedies. We could have went earlier on, which I noticed that I like more diverse comedies later on, not so much when I was younger.
I guess.
Like I did, but I didn't, if that makes any sense. Like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Loved it.
Yeah.
Still to this day, love it. That's in my top 10 for sure. But some other stuff that's like similar to it as I got older, I was like, I don't really like it that much. But is
it because it's similar or is it because it's just not as good?
Probably just not as good, to be honest with you. Probably just not as good. I think what it is that someone saw like, hey, I have a similar idea, a similar script, but the execution not as good, right?
Yeah.
What about for you? Anyone you want to put off the top of your list, or do you just want to do your whole top 10?
I have my top 10.
All right, go ahead.
So let's go through my top 10 here. Let's see. So top 10, and that's what I'm doing the same thing with you. Like, what can I watch that I watch a lot, or like it's just like funny to me, and it's just. And this one is on the list because I don't know why I got the kick of just rewatching it so much. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I guess it's underrated, but it's just, I don't know why I enjoy it. Secret to My Success.
Overrated.
Yeah. Secret to My Success. Michael J. Fox.
Okay.
Like, not everyone's gonna put that on there, not everyone's gonna do it, but it's just like the fact that like he's just in that office.
Wouldn't have been one that I put on mine, but it's good though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, like I said, I'm not saying that one was like the best one ever. I just enjoy it. I don't know why I enjoy it.
Put Doc Holliday on there.
No,
Doc Hollywood. My bad. Doc Hollywood.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, I mean, that also makes the movie too, because it's in there like all over the movie, and so it helps it. So yeah, that's my at 10. So at 9, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Okay.
So I got Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I enjoy it. Bueller. So that's
Bueller.
That's so 8. I go with I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a Get You Sucker.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was. I got the weigh-ins. You gotta throw some weigh-ins in there because it's just
classic scene of men lying and women lying. Who's the biggest lie?
Can I get one rib? One order rib? No. One rib.
One rib.
So just one rib. What? Just one rib. So that's why.
Which initially I didn't think I knew that's where that Chris Rock character from Living Color came from.
So the cheap one, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Did not know that at the time.
Yeah, it's kind of like that's the movie that like would span off Living Color. So yeah that's the importance of it. So number 7. The Golden Child. I want the knife.
Which is funny because I feel like it was more action adventure than comedy.
But he's hilarious. That's the whole.
But it is listed as a comedy. Yeah. It's a comedy adventure. So
yeah, it's fantasy comedy, I guess. We should go with a fantasy comedy because
Golden Child,
magic,
demons,
stuff like magic and demons. So you got that.
Shout out to the guy who plays Tyrion Lannister, the oldest Lannister.
My sweet brother Noomsy. Oh, I see you busy. I'll come back later.
Oh man, that one was wild. It's a good watch though. Good watch.
Yeah. 6.
I got it. Turn these lights on.
Turn these lights on. There's a ground. Hey, there's no ground down here.
Oh man.
So yeah, that's my number 7. Number 6, which he hasn't seen. Dragnet.
Not all the way through.
Dragnet is my number 6.
The old school Dragnet?
Yeah, the
I just watched a TV show,
but
not the original movie.
In the Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Which I also think is the way they did it. I do enjoy it because it's like you expect Dan Aykroyd to be the comic relief in this movie.
But it's Tom Hanks.
But he's the straight man, so he's the one that's just like not reacting to anything. And it's Tom Hanks who's like that, like over the top, like, you know, kind of comedic character thing. And so that kind of works with it, where he's just like, by the book. Basically, he's Will Ferrell almost, and like the other guys. Okay. Which is kind of like, the other guys is kind of like Dragnet.
Like a Dragnet almost?
Yeah, where it's kind of like that, where the other guys kind of takes a little bit off of like Dragnet.
I still want a spin-off movie starring The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, for that one, yeah. Really,
that would be hilarious.
But yeah, Dragnet is my 6. And then 5, Trading Places.
Trading Places, okay.
Trading Places, yeah. Eddie.
Trading Places is a good movie.
There's a lot of Eddie on my list.
It starts off really well, especially like when they pick him up and he's like, I have legs. I can walk.
Thank you for being here.
Hey man, leave me alone. I'm handicapped.
It's like, I want to know, where was you at? Sang Bang, Sang Kong, all of them.
That sets up the movie perfectly because it's literally just stuff like that throughout the whole rest of the film.
And the fact that they put a law in place because of that movie is also
maybe you would know this or not. I never looked it up, but did Eddie write most of that film?
I don't think he wrote it. I don't think.
That's just the script that they came.
Yeah, because I think it originally wasn't supposed to be them.
Because I know a lot of the movies that he was in at that time that he was popular, he had a lot of like producer credits and stuff on them. So I don't know if he had anything.
Yeah, I don't think
to do with the story.
Really wrote it, but yeah, they basically changed a lot of it for him. So
okay.
You know. 4, Beetlejuice.
That's 3 times. 4 technically. No Beetlejuice.
You been to Saturn? Worms?
Beetlejuice is wild because like if you are frightened of supernatural stuff at all, like you won't think it's a comedy.
Yeah.
But if you don't really get fazed by like just the basic supernatural stuff,
it's amazing.
It's a very funny film.
Yeah, it's overall very funny.
Work. You know that song single-handedly became popular again because of that film.
Yeah, because of the end of the film.
Yeah.
So yes. And then
is that Harry Belafonte?
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Number 3, we got Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters. Da-da-da-da-da. Which spans sequels, multiple cartoons,
yes,
action figures.
Because who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Another movie that could have had Eddie in it. Which I don't know how different that would have been with Eddie in it, but
I don't know.
There's still a lot of Eddie on my list.
There's a couple different scenes that in my mind I could just see, like if it's him there instead.
But it's like
the way he would say stuff.
You also think too, it's him.
Oh, because his character is different too, right?
Yeah. So everyone thinks when you say Eddie, they're thinking Winston, and like it's not Winston.
Yeah.
It would have been Bill Murray. So Bill Murray would have been gone.
Venkman,
right? So he would have been Venkman. So then
so since I know that, like in my mind, I start thinking of all the different times, like when he meets the chick.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, I could just think of all the different ways he would have like been riffing back and forth, like making jokes about like how he wants to like hook up with her. Or if it was him doing the psychology test.
Yeah.
Right?
So you have Eddie doing the psychology test in the movie, like how is that different? How has that changed? You know?
Be like, oh, you're right. Oh my, are you a psychic? You must be psychic, girl. I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't even know why you're here.
Yeah, like Eddie just like improvising something like that in a movie. Like, how different that would be. Yeah.
Like, I think I need to take you back to my office to have a more in-depth understanding of your psychic powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
So my number 2, Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop. Now, a lot of people wouldn't consider that to be a comedy. It's more like comedy action. But there's a lot of jokes in there amongst all the seriousness.
Yes, there's a lot of jokes.
A lot. I mean, even like in the midst of
I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah, which is where that comes from. Which is funny because like there's even moments where like, you know, they're under fire and everything and they're still cracking jokes. So, you know, it's definitely a comedy.
He's like, sit down. If you do that again, I'll shoot you myself. It's like, yes. But yeah, Beverly Hills Cop.
I got these pills, man. You deliver these pills.
Well, that's the second one.
That's the second one.
Yeah, that's Beverly Hills Cop 2 with the pills.
Yeah.
He was like, he starts upset. It's like, you're gonna arrest. What do you mean? This dude got throw me out the window. What are you arrested for? Like, I thought I moved a car, get arrested for jaywalking? What's going on?
Oh man.
He's like, so yeah, Beverly Hills Cop. From Detroit. So Beverly Hills Cop is my number 2, and then my number 1 overall. She's your queen to be. Sexual chocolate.
Coming to America.
Coming to America.
Coming to America. Okay.
Coming to America is
that's a great number 1.
That's my number 1.
Great number 1.
There's quite a bit of Eddie on my list. I mean, there is like 4 Eddie movies.
I've got to be that's on. I'll say it's probably my number 1, number 2. I do have all the pop vinyls that they released for that, including the Golden Eddie that I got.
Golden Eddie
came with the shirt.
When you think of trash, think of Akeem.
Which is hilarious because like you can see as he says it, he's also thinking about it, but then still smiles it off.
So I was like, maybe that was the best thing to say.
I am in charge of garbage.
Garbage.
Do you have it?
I saw one football team oblong shaped ball into the thing. It was much enjoyable. I'm saying this one time. Stab the drugs.
Freeze you. Disease rhinoceros pizzle. Which is crazy that I can remember that because that's so specific. And then there's other stuff I just can't remember at all.
See, right now, it's like, right now I'm doing this, but soon I'll be on the fries. Assistant manager.
What's that guy's name?
Louis Anderson.
Louis Anderson. Yeah.
That's when the big bucks stop rolling in. Just let your soul glow. Soul glow.
Take care of that for me.
That guy won't be back thanks to my African connection.
If I am the servant, then who are you?
The prince.
Oh no, my bad. Oh,
yeah. Like the prince.
Is it backwards? Did I say it backwards right now?
No, you said it right. You said it right. It's Arsenio talking to Eddie.
Yeah.
Or Eddie talking to Arsenio. Right?
Yeah.
And then you get the Trading Places little cameo.
Just make it nice and neat.
You get the little Trading Places cameo where he's like, here you go, Mortimer. We're back.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I like that one.
It was like, oh, what
bag of money.
I just gave him a little pocket money.
Pocket money.
You can't take my pocket money. It's like, what will I do?
Tens of thousands of dollars.
It's like, you can do no more harm if you have no more money. Yes, they can talk Coming to America all day.
Oh yeah, that's great. The whole dating scene is like crazy too, where they go to the club.
I was Joan of Arc in a former life.
The rapping twins.
Yes,
that was pretty crazy too.
Yes.
All right, so that rounds out your list.
Yeah, that was my list. I do have some honorable mentions, but
Go ahead. What's your honorable mentions?
So just missing the cut, which was also, I mean, it's still Eddie. Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights is a good one. Juice, that was a good one.
They ate me.
Ate me.
Okay. Yeah, they just missed it.
I actually saw Harlem Nights in the theater.
I did not.
It was the first time ever as a young lad going to a theater predominantly black. I heard like beer bottles rolling down the theater thing. Bear is cracking open. People just cracking up, talking to the screen. I was like, my people. Way too. Shout out to moms. Thanks for letting me watch that because there's probably no real reason why I was in there other than you just felt I was mature enough to watch it, which I did 100% understand what was going on.
Yeah.
But most parents probably wouldn't have took him. So, because that movie came out when I was like 9 or 10. I understood what was going on though. I was like, oh, put that away.
Stop shooting that look.
Arsenio Hall crying for, I don't know,
He
like
killed my brother.
15, 20 minutes straight. Right?
Killed my brother.
He just doesn't stop crying. There's just more and more tears.
Yeah.
He doesn't stop crying.
He doesn't stop crying at all.
I'm gonna get you, sweet. Get you. Oh man. I wonder like what that call was like. Hey man, I need you to play a role, but you have to cry.
I mean,
The majority of
he
the
was
time.
probably in he was probably in the room while he was
The writer's
writing it.
room,
Yeah,
right?
he was
Yeah.
probably in the thing creating it. So the two of them probably just, and with Eddie directing it, whatever. It's just.
And what else? What's your other honorable mention?
Splash.
Splash.
It's a comedy.
Okay.
I like Splash.
You're entitled to whatever you like.
I'm sorry, some other people don't like Splash. I like Splash.
Splash is a good one. I just wasn't expecting you to say Splash.
I like Splash. Okay. Don't be judging me based on what you think. Okay. Splash. Mermaids. Water.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Hanks.
Daryl Hannah.
Genius. It just didn't make my top 10.
Splash. Comedy though.
It's a comedy. I mean, it's more of a rom-com, but it's still comedy.
This is super opposite of where we just came from. It's like Coming to America, Harlem Nights, Splash.
I mean, this is what it is, yo. It's a Splash. I mean, I got Ghostbusters. What's a mermaid? What's the difference? None of it's really serious on my list.
All right. Any other honorable mentions?
Then I have Spies Like Us.
Okay, that's a good one too.
Spies Like Us. Dan
Aykroyd, Chevy Chase.
I enjoy that one. I've been watching that one kind of. I don't know. Some of these ones are just like I watch a lot, like Dragnet, Spies Like Us. Another one that's my honorable mention, Fletch.
Okay.
That one I kind of just watched a little bit. And then another. My last honorable mention is the guy with the one red shoe.
The guy with the one red shoe. Okay.
It's early.
Early Tom Hanks, right?
It's early Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks, Belushi, and Princess Leia.
Carrie Fisher,
yeah. And they just basically follow him because he has a run. They basically just frame him to be a spy because he just got off the escalator with a red shoe, and that's just the whole movie. While cheating with his boy's life, because that's what you do.
Oh, I think I was confusing that with the woman in the red dress for a second.
Yeah, woman in the red dress is Gene Wilder.
Yeah,
but yeah, Man with One Red Shoe is just it's a spy comedy. I guess considered spy comedy is what basically kind of what it is. Those are my basically honorable mentions. But yeah, that's my list right there.
Okay, those are pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good. All right. So, oh wait, I have to verify. I need to verify this one is it's actually before the 80s. Dang it.
Didn't make it. Oh. I didn't mention what I mentioned, but it was in my running, which was Spaceballs.
Yep.
Spaceballs.
That's okay because it made mine.
It
made mine. You made my list.
You didn't make yours, but it made my list.
But it made mine. So I have for me, Look Who's Talking, baby movie. I thought it was hilarious, especially considering who's in it, right? So you have John Travolta as the taxi driver, like would-be stepfather of the baby, right? And then you have, I forget Kirstie Allen, who her popularity came from Cheers, right? And then you had
Baby Roseanne.
No.
This is the second one, right?
Bruce Willis.
It's Bruce Willis. The second one is a girl because it's
when he has a sister.
Yeah,
Look Who's Talking.
Yeah,
two. Yeah,
2 is Roseanne.
So hilarious. That is on there. To me, I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I'm like, a baby talking, and like I remember like just the randomness of the things that were said on there. Yeah. Even when he was like just out in public and stuff, like this is the things they have said. So very funny to me. Another one for me, The Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen. Hilarious. I want to say one of the maybe two.
OJ.
Yeah, well, OJ's in it. I want to say the sequel probably was even funnier. Maybe. I think I understood it more probably. Like watching it the first time growing up, I was like, okay, it's kind of. I don't really think I understood everything, and I watched it again. I'm like, okay, it's very funny. Not to be confused with the new one. I haven't seen the new one yet. Also, remember this is just 80s, so I'm not counting the new one.
Count it.
I had Coming to America on mine as well. Crocodile Dundee. I bring up Crocodile Dundee fairly often in some of the things I say.
That's not a knife.
This is a knife, right? Good eye, Mike. Like all that stuff with Mick from Crocodile Dundee was really good. Spaceballs, right?
Spaceballs.
The Swartz.
The Swartz.
Pizza.
The search for more money.
The Huts. Oh man, that whole thing is comb the deserts, and then it's just nothing but those combs.
Everybody think we ain't found it.
Oh man, how many do we have on this ship? They're all, sir. They're all,
like, I don't think we take
related.
A comb literally. That's what he said. He said comb the desert.
And there's a whole scene where he was like, "That guy's an asshole," and he's like, "They're all assholes, sir. They're all related." And
major,
like, major asshole, sir. Major asshole. That was pretty funny too. Mel Brooks comedy is pretty hilarious. Another Mel Brooks one that made my list: Robin Hood Men in Tights. Robin Hood Men in Tights is hilarious. Mostly because I actually like Robin Hood. Like I like the Robin Hood mythos. I think almost every Robin Hood version that has been put out, I probably have watched or at least given it a chance because I like Robin Hood so much. That one in particular, I really like. Not only that, because it had all the different actors it has in it, and then it has
Men in Tights was 93, dog.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dang it!
I was like, wait a minute. I was like,
I can't use it then.
I was like, I feel like Men in Tights was in the 90s.
Dang it! I can't.
That's why I checked it. I was like, wait a minute. Men in Tights was not in the 80s.
No, I can't use it.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
man.
Men in Tights did not hit that 80s. Yo.
Dang it! I can't use it then.
Can't use it. It did not.
Man. I guess that makes more sense because it's not like Dave Chappelle, right?
Yeah.
At you. So I guess that makes sense. Oh well, I can't use that one. Then I will throw in a Gene Wilder movie. Then
Gene Wilder.
Let's see.
Gene Wilder.
I just got to make sure it's in the right range because he had so many that I enjoyed. I'll do the See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Just made the cutoff right there.
Just made the cutoff.
Yep. Well, I guess I could have chose the Woman in Red as well. But and then wait a minute, hold on. I gotta double check on the year of that one too. Yes, no, I'm good there. We talked about this one before, Brewster's Millions. That one was really good too. We were talking about if they were to do a new one also. That would be pretty cool. I'd be up for it. Remake.
Brewster's Millions.
Brewster's Millions is really good. For those of you who don't know, maybe out there, Richard Pryor's character is like selected to inherit this millionaire's fortune, but he has to take the first millions that he's given. I believe it's 30 million.
He has to make 30. Yeah, he has to spend
30 million to get 300 million.
Yeah, because his the last living relative is that I guess his grandfather. Technically, he's his grandfather.
Yeah,
and then basically saying you're the last living relative, you have to spend $30 million because I want to make you hate money, so you don't spend a bunch of money all crazy. So it's like you have to spend $30 million
to make him be responsible, technically.
Yeah, in a month, and you can't have any assets. You have to be broke at the end of the month.
Yeah, he's supposed to be broke. So it's pretty hilarious because he does some wild things with that money to spend it all like super fast. So
he ends up making money.
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff initially he's like, oh, this is gonna be easy. He's like, bet X amount of money on
all the 50-1 long shots this weekend.
Yeah, 51 long shots in the NBA hits. It was like 20, 30 of them. Basically, everyone who took a long shot made the basket. And then the bookie's like, I'm telling everyone about you. Like, you're banned. I'm not gonna let you make no more bets. Yeah. So it was like a lot of little scenes like that. Doesn't buy a baseball team, but he helps a baseball team.
He rents it.
Yeah.
So he was gonna buy it. He was gonna say, I was gonna buy the team. Then he was like, oh no, I'm gonna rent the team because I can't have it. I can't own it as an asset. So he's like, I'm gonna rent the team, and then I'm gonna get all new jerseys and things, and then we're gonna play I'm gonna pay the first to play the Yankees.
Oh man.
He's like trying to spend money, and then he was like, I think we had him for practice. He had him fly in by helicopter into New York to take a bus to the airport to fly back out to where they were.
Yeah,
and he was like, we were closer, just coming in.
He just does ridiculous stuff to spend the money, and then like his accountant, like everyone, like he can't tell people what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
So he has to like basically keep it a secret that what he's doing. He just has to try to spend the money out, like by himself technically. So it's pretty wild. The what else was on my list then? I got to make sure I don't mess up the dates on these films. I thought that was 89, but 93. I was 4 years off. 4 years off. We debated about this a little bit. Back to the Future, comedy, not a comedy. There's some funny moments, but I don't know. It's close. It's close. 3 Men and a Baby.
3 Men and a Baby.
I like that one actually a lot. That one was pretty good. Good, kind of like comedy / like lifestyle kind of movie or whatever. So I thought it was pretty funny. Like all the different things where like they're single dads and then all of a sudden they're stuck trying to raise a little baby amongst themselves, right?
No.
Like pretty comedic where you have them just randomly doing stuff like, oh, you change the diaper. No, I'm not gonna change the diaper. You change the diaper. And then the three of them trying to like suit up, so to speak, to change the diaper was hilarious because it was grabbing random things around the house.
Gotta be ready for it.
To protect not only themselves from whatever could be coming out of the diaper, but their noses as well.
Yeah, you gotta be ready. If you're not ready.
And then like the one that's doing the changing, I forget who it was. It's either Tom Selleck or the guy from Cocoon, but he literally has oven mitts on to like try to, because he's like, we got a hot one here. And I think I'm pretty sure it ends up being a number 2. So he tries not to get it on him. So, and then like they eventually, get good at being dads because none of them really want the kid, right? They're just stuck with the kid. So they're like, oh, we got to do this until the mom, whatever, right? And then, it's pretty funny. What's my last one on my list here? Got to make sure it's in the right year. Don't want to mess up. Like I did earlier. Let's see. I don't know if I count that as a comedy though. Trading Places was on my list also. Harlem Nights was on my list. That technically kind of rounds out my 10. I enjoyed Beetlejuice as well. Also very good. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. What year did this come out? Nope. Right at 80. Airplane also. Extremely underrated in my personal opinion. A lot of jokes in there on the plane. Like the two kids, they're joking around on there, pretty funny. The whole thing where she's trying to keep the autopilot blown up. Yeah, and then after like she finished blowing them up.
Have a cigarette.
Like, they have a cigarette. Pretty funny.
Anybody here speak jive?
Oh, I do. I think there's actually like a lot of scenes taken from that, put in other stuff because it was like it's like a very influential comedy at the time. Yeah. Like later on down the road, you can tell it influenced a lot of other comedians later on. So that kind of rounds out my top 10 from the 80s. And then I liked all your honorable mentions. Another honorable mention for me is National Lampoon's Vacation. Uh-huh.
Holiday Road.
Yeah, I like all the National Lampoon movies more or less all the way up until like maybe early 2000s. It took me a while
to finally see the original Vacation, like all the way through. Like it'd be on TV and I'd see parts of it, but I never I don't think I even really see the original. It was like I would see Christmas or I'd see European.
Yeah, I think Christmas is the one I seen the most.
I had to literally at one point just sit down and watch the original Vacation all the way through. And I was like, okay.
Griswolds. Yeah, I think the Christmas one and the one where they go to Vegas. I think it's Vegas Vacation. Yeah. I think those are the two I've seen the most. I
think I've seen Vegas once or twice, and I was like, man, I wouldn't be a fan of Vegas.
Oh, that one I thought was hilarious. Yeah, that one was hilarious to me. And I did start noticing, I think it's funny that like later on down the road, they do make like a point to say there's like a different daughter because they do change her the most. Like Russ is their like the most consistently, it's like the same son. But for whatever reason, they start changing the daughter out. So I don't know what happened there.
Probably negotiations or went to college or something.
Something I don't know. But I just thought that was pretty hilarious though. What else?
There's like one Chevy Chase. So I'm like, I watched what's the other one he does? Dirty Writers. Well, that's Steve Martin's Dirty Writers Scandals. Dirty Writers Scoundrels.
Just gotta double check.
Caddyshack is
80s. Yeah, okay. 80s. And then Caddyshack.
Keep your eye on the fruit. Keep your eye on the fruit.
Caddyshack was a good one too, as well. Oh, Back to School. That's another honorable mention. It's funny, but it's not like.
Yeah, I was never.
It's not.
I don't know. I was never really big.
A Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah,
I like Rodney Dangerfield. I like his style of comedy.
I don't know why. I was just never.
Not that big a fan.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's an honorable mention for me.
Because then he's in like Caddy. He's in Caddyshack. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. He's in Caddyshack.
Yeah, he's like one of the. He's the rich, loud, noisy guy that ends up making the tournament happen, basically, because he wants to change things around. So yeah, I liked Back to the School, because obviously it's not him doing that last jump at the end. He's doing like that triple double-decker backflip jump thing into the pool. So crazy. But yeah, so that rounds it out for me. Anything else you want to talk about him on that one? This one was pretty quick, I feel like, because we could overread like each film, but I feel like that would end up going super long.
There's a bunch of 80s like movies that are out there that we don't like. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. I mean, it's not in my list, but I enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
Like
if you have more honorable mentions,
like Steve Martin and stuff like that, where he has quite a bit that you talk about in the 80s. Like we didn't even get into like Twins. Right, that was
Throw Mama from the Train.
Some of those 80s ones like that. I intentionally did not include Princess Bride because it's been on every list I've ever done so far. So I was like, I intentionally had to like.
Police Academy was very very popular during the 80s.
And then the Corys. I didn't mention the Corys, which I don't mind them. I enjoyed watching them.
I liked a lot of their films,
but it's not like they've never been top. Like License to Drive, or Weird Sciences, or they were cool. I was never a big like the Corys. Right? I was never a big fan of them. So, but Adventures in Babysitting I did like though.
Adventures in Babysitting was really good. I like that one. License to Drive was like one of my top films I like watching a lot. That movie single-handedly made me want to get my license so bad. I was like, I need a license. I want my license. Yeah, that one was really good. Let's see, but I wouldn't say it doesn't make my top, but I do remember it. It was like a very, very like fond memory of the film. Adventures in Babysitting I liked a lot as well. Oh, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That spawned multiple films. Okay. Huge popularity for Keanu, not so much for the other guy though, which was really weird. At the time.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah. So just I guess this doesn't happen. So
some people do, some people go get it. Major League. Baseball. Wow, dang.
I like Teen Wolf. But I don't know if you can call it a comedy though.
I mean, he turns into a werewolf and then goes to school normally. I mean,
kind of funny.
Yeah, he goes to school normally. I mean, they were trying to be serious.
Yeah, for sure. Short Circuit is kind of a comedy, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was from '87. Honorable mention for me. I don't think you liked the Ernest films all that much, but I
saw a lot of them when I was younger, but I wasn't like a big Ernest fan. I think the first couple I was like cool, but then I was just like, all right.
I remember he actually got his own TV show for a while.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, all right, it's too much Ernest for me. Though.
Yeah, Ernest. I think he has Ernest World. I think is what it was before. And then Ernest Goes to Camp. I thought was pretty funny. He has multiple Ernest Goes or Ernest Does type films I thought were pretty hilarious. Uncle Buck was I do like Uncle Buck.
I
like Uncle Buck. That was pretty good.
Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That was a good one. That was a good one. When did actually there goes splash right there. When did what's that movie? It's with the dude from Married with Children.
Ed O'Neill?
Yeah.
The Dead?
What was that movie called?
What's he doing? You just said a movie with him in it.
It's he has to like get this kid across like country to his like he picks him up from like boarding school or whatever. He's supposed to take him to like a family gathering or something. They're supposed to like bond while they're doing it. Dutch. 91. Dang it.
Okay.
That one doesn't count. But it was fun. It was a good one. I liked it. Any other 80s ones you want to talk about?
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Tell him Large Marge sent you.
Large Marge.
Just like this.
And talk just like. Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one.
Because everyone with the Pee-wee's Adventure.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Roger Rabbit. I like that. Yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I like that. Was a good one. The Toy. Although not super popular with folks, but I thought it was good. I liked it. I watched it many, many times.
There's another 80s movie. It's 48 Hours. It's 80.
Is that a comedy? That definitely has way more action.
Actually, there's way more action.
It's
almost like it's not that buddy, that random. It starts
it's like a buddy cop
movie. Yeah, it kind of starts that like.
Might as well say Tango and Cash.
Tango and Cash.
Right. Pretty sure that's
it's 80s, but
Weekend at Bernie's. I forgot about that one.
Yeah,
that was a good one too. I like that one. I also just want to know who was sitting down in the writer's room like, hey, you know, it'd be funny if this dead guy somehow gets a voodoo curse
put on him. For the second one, yeah, it's like a real curse, and he starts just moving on his own. Like, yeah, after he's already been dead, so he comes.
There's no way that body doesn't stink. Number one, even if it is the weekend, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, yo, like rigor mortis would have set in or something. Like Bernie's stinking at some point, right? Like, yeah,
he put him out in the sun and everything.
Yeah, I'm like, you got a man out in the sun. You got him in the cars. He's back and forth doing all this different stuff. I'm like, he's definitely he has to be funking.
Oh man,
yeah,
it's Bernie.
Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's was crazy. For sure. Did they make 3 movies?
I think it's 2. I think it's just 2.
I think it's 2. I want to say someone did a 3rd.
I think it's just 2.
Let me see. Google is my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they're gonna make it soon. He's a skeleton.
So I guess they're trying to do a 3rd.
Yeah, he's a skeleton. They brought Bernie back to life.
Oh, that's interesting.
But yeah. So
how's that dude look like now? All right, so that's all I got for me on mine. Anything else you want to talk about on this one?
Let's see here. We get some questions and debating here. I had a good one here. I was like, all right. What's an 80s comedy that they could not, they wouldn't remake today just because people would be offended by it? Which most likely wouldn't be remade.
That they couldn't redo?
Yeah, they just say like, oh, it's a little too far, but it was cool in the 80s, but it was a little too far now.
I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that's like too far back in the 80s. I feel like they could remake them, but I don't think they would be nearly as good because they would try to change them up. I think that's the thing. They could remake them all, but I just think that they would suck because they would change the core of what made the film good, in my personal opinion. But they could remake any of them, really. I don't think any of them would be like too offensive.
I was trying to think of like anything that they could not really do anymore.
Maybe Airplane, because they would be concerned with all the jokes in there about the stereotypes.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe that one, but again, like the way that Hollywood like bends the knee to the cancel culture, I think they would just change it or whatever. So I don't think it would be nearly as good. It would end up being like Soul Plane or something stupid like that, where it's really just not that funny. So, but I think that one comes to mind immediately. And Naked Gun has crazy stereotype jokes in there also that I don't know if they will let fly. I'm curious to see what they did in the new one and apparently the new one is not doing well at all.
Yeah.
So, kind of gives you an idea of probably how they went with that one. Which at this point, I think Liam Neeson just wants to get a big fat paycheck and make sure everyone's taken care of. Because there was really no reason for him to do that film. But hey, what are you gonna do? What about you? You got any that you would say they can't make?
They can't remake.
I mean, technically they could remake anything.
What's
but
that one that you showed me before? Was when the kid was doing like it was he was trying to get a scholarship as a black guy.
Oh yes. Oh, what was that called? Yes, 1,000% that one. I do not think they would remake that one at all. Oh, what was that movie called? Oh my gosh. He basically is trying to get like a scholarship but they won't let him in, so he basically pretends to be black, paints his face, and then he was a black guy the whole time.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
Probably won't do that one.
They're not doing that.
Probably won't. They could, but they probably won't.
I mean, Tropic Thunder did happen.
What's the movie called?
Tropic Thunder. That's
Robert
Downey Jr.
I thought you said Chocolate Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Oh man,
I'm a dude. This guy's
a
dude.
In the realm of comedy, right? So last night, like my niece was talking to one of her friends, and like Adonis is like looking on her back, and is like, and she's like, doesn't my cousin look like me? And she's like, no, looks more like his chocolate daddy.
That's right.
So then Adonis is like, chocolate daddy. I was like, hey, don't say that. And then my niece's like, that's so inappropriate. And I was like, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've ever been called chocolate daddy, but still. Ba-dum-bum. He was like, no words. What was the name of that movie?
That is an 80s movie we cannot.
Yeah, that's not an 80s movie, but just saying in the realm of comedy. What was the name of that film with that dude? I can't even remember what that guy is. Let's see. I remember the name of this movie, and then I'll find the name of this actor. Oh, I wouldn't. C. Thomas Howell? There's no way I was going to remember that name at all. Soul Man. They would not remake this film. Oh, Leslie Nielsen. Oh, that's right. He plays the dad.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the premise of the film. Okay. The movie's called Soul Man. In order to win a scholarship, Mark Watson, C. Thomas Howell, the white son of an affluent psychiatrist, pretends to be black on his application form. When he's accepted, he alters his hair, skin, and speech to conceal his true identity. At first, Mark believes that going through law school as a minority will be a breeze, but soon begins experiencing racism. Shocker.
Sorry.
Eventually, Mark falls in love with Sarah Walker, Ray Dong Chong, a black student, and begins to feel guilty about his ruse. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
So, yeah. They probably wouldn't want to do that nowadays. I could see them doing it. I don't think they would do like this went to the theater. I could see this being a streaming movie remake.
The reason why I don't see
like a Netflix or an Amazon.
And the reason why I don't see them remaking it is because I saw a thing before, which I also
or
think
Tubi, maybe Tubi.
As I just see too, like I feel like a genre of movies comedies are gonna kind of die off. Is the fact that like the whole new generation finds American Pie offensive.
Really? Is that a thing?
Yeah, like, there's a whole like report. Like they said, like basically kids now find like the American Pie movies, like this is the whole like I guess you would say like teen sex comedies like offensive.
Okay.
Which we realize like they haven't really done any in a while.
Yeah,
right? Because I feel like that's like the genre of like comedy
they have not in the same style that you or I watched when growing up, but they've done a few.
Like they've had teens that are comedies, but it's not like they're having like. Because even when I watched it, redid the House Party. Like he's just doing it as like I'm trying to make money, right? As opposed to like the original House Party, they're trying to get girls. So like, or they're not trying to find someone, or anytime a relationship.
Super bad.
Yeah, definitely not super bad. Definitely not super bad. But yeah, they're not. None of that situation is. It's like them trying to, this like teen movie. They're trying to find girls or have sex or whatever it is. That's like you have like the Porkies and you have. That's what they are, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've
never seen Porkies.
Never even heard of those movies.
Yeah, well, it's 80s. 80s is 80s. There's Porkies. There's Meatballs.
I've never seen Porkies 1, 2, or 3.
Meatballs,
Revenge of Porkies,
like Revenge of the Nerds, like all these ones like kind of would fall
Nerds.
It's kind of fall in that same type of like genre that there isn't like done anymore.
Was that I used to be able to do that laugh, but I can't do that laugh anymore. It's a very annoying laugh.
Yeah,
but they actually got a TV special. I don't know if you remember that. Then when they advertised it with Smell-O-Vision.
Oh yeah, I do remember
that.
Yeah, I do remember that for the Revenge of the Nerds. Yes, I did remember that. The Smell-O-Vision, and they did also do that like Married with Children too. I think it was like Fox was having that whole like
Smell-O-Vision
TV thing, which
it's really weird. I don't really know how that was supposed to work.
Okay, so who would you say top 3 movie actors of comedy in the 80s? I mean, I already know who number 1 is, but
I'm gonna go with Eddie for that one.
Yeah, I say Eddie's 1. I'd go 81. Fight me and show me someone was above Eddie, because I don't think anybody was above Eddie in the 80s. Everyone else was going for second. And for second, maybe you get like. It's like I think you throw in between like I guess we think of like Bill Murray or like Chevy
Aykroyd.
Chase or Dan Aykroyd or who else? Steve Martin. Like those are all in the running. Belushi maybe.
Oh, Rick Moranis.
I don't think. If I say top, I mean he'd be like in the top 10. I wouldn't put him like in the top 3.
Richard Pryor was still kind of up there, but he's kind of waning already, right?
Yeah, I mean he had
more like late 70s, late 70s,
early 80s. Like he had, but even him, like I don't think in terms of like his movies were like cult, like good movies, but they weren't like those aren't the box office movies.
Yeah,
he was talking about the box office movies. So Eddie's one of that box office for comedy. Now it's like. Probably have Dan Aykroyd because he's in Trading Places. He's in Ghostbusters.
I want to say, well, I don't know if he'd say for comedies, but I know John Travolta was pretty big in the 80s.
Yeah, he didn't do for comedies. No, I don't think. Yeah, if you go.
I think he only has the Look Who's Talking.
Yeah, and that's the end of it.
And it's not really even like him in it mostly.
And he
Bruce
says,
Willis?
what comedy? He's action.
I mean, he's the voice in Look Who's Talking for the
Yeah,
comedy.
but I mean, that's one movie.
Yeah. John Candy?
I mean, you have what Uncle Buck, Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. What's like a big one that he's in?
Yeah, I guess not.
Because you go like Steve Martin, you'll have Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. You'll have Dirty Rotten Scandal, The Jerk. I think The Jerk might be 79. The Jerk might just miss the 80s. But then you have like Chevy Chase, who's like Fletch and Lampoon and Spies Like Us and
Chevy Chase for sure, I want to say.
And then he's also in Caddyshack.
Oh.
So it's when you think about like whose movies are like taking over in the 80s.
Yeah, I think that's all that come to my mind. Anyways.
Yeah, so who would you say is number 2 then? If Eddie's 1.
Maybe
Aykroyd?
Chevy Chase?
Chase? Aykroyd?
Maybe Chevy Chase because of the popularity of like Lampoons, and then the one with Aykroyd, and then you got Fletch.
But none of those movies.
Caddyshack.
I think besides Caddyshack, I don't think any of them made top 3, right?
Like grossing?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think
But
on
I'd
that
say
list.
if you go Dan Aykroyd, he at least has a Ghostbusters and a Trading Places. Or I don't know if Trading Places made it up there.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. So you at least he has Ghostbusters. So he has 1.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox. I mean, if you're counting Back to the Future as a comedy, then you can go Michael J. Fox because he's had quite a few things. But I wouldn't solely. I think Back to the Future kind of made it more it being sci-fi than it being comedy.
Yeah, more of adventure, I would say for sure.
Yeah.
And then I don't think Rodney Dangerfield's movies were high grossing.
No.
They were like turned into like cult classic type of like funny stuff, but like not high grossing. So that's what I would say. Oh, you know who was in no. He's in a lot of movies. Just that they're not like super high grossing because he has little parts in them.
Yeah.
Remember Gilbert Godfrey?
Yeah, I mean that would.
No, I said he's in a lot of movies, but he's not like they're not high grossing. So
yeah,
not high grossing.
Yeah, because like Aykroyd, you have Blues Brothers, Ghostbusters, Trading Places, Spies Like Us, Ghostbusters 2, technically. So I mean,
Dragnet.
So that's what you have for him for the 80s. So Caddyshack 2.
Mm-hmm.
So Aykroyd, I mean, I would probably say it's between like Aykroyd and Chevy Chase, I'm probably thinking. As the number 2.
Probably Dan Aykroyd, then Chevy. I'll probably, for me, probably.
I could see that.
I know there's Robin Williams going on at the time, but I don't think he's in any like big movies at the time. I think he just had the TV show, right?
Yeah.
He just had Mork and Mindy. All right, so those will be our top 3: Eddie, Dan, and Chevy Chase. All which.
Oh yeah, and Chevy Chase is also in Three Amigos.
Saturday Night Live, right? Aren't they all 3 were on Saturday Night Live?
Yes,
yeah.
All 3 of them are on Saturday Night Live.
So then, what would be your next one to round it out? Any more questions or you want to throw in there?
Millions of questions, millions and tons of millions of questions on top of millions of questions. Oh, that's a weird question. Could Chevy Chase have carried Ghostbusters?
Ooh. No.
No, you don't think Chevy Chase would have worked in good? Because I think that sometimes
Could he
plays
carry?
Yeah, that means he's like
the main
not
focus.
the main one, but he's like he up front. It's kind of I feel like
Venkman.
Yeah, like Venkman was the main one for even though Aykroyd was there, it was Bill Murray that carried Ghostbusters.
Oh, 1,000%.
So could Chevy Chase carry?
Maybe if it's the same people just swapping out Bill Murray for Chevy Chase, maybe I could see it.
Would it made it sillier, or would it, how would you think?
I feel like it maybe would have been too goofy. Maybe because he can do serious. No, maybe it would.
He's a straight guy, technically, kind of like in Caddyshack, right? Because he's the pro, so he's not really that silly. So he could kind of just make little.
Well, he knows how to do straight face comedy really well, right? Where he just says a bunch of really like random silly stuff. Especially on National Lampoons, where he can like be serious but does like dumb stuff as the dad. That's funny. So, and I could see him doing that too. So I don't know. It could be good. It could be good. I'll put it this way: I don't think there's a scene that Bill Murray does that he couldn't have done, in my opinion. If you really think about it,
it's weird to him too. It's weird.
It's strange to say that, but there's no single scene in Ghostbusters that I don't think Chevy Chase couldn't have done. You know what I mean? There's actually, if you really think about it, he probably could have done a few of the scenes better.
Well, it's been I don't know until you don't know what Bill Murray ad-libbed, right? You don't know what.
I don't know what if there's something that he.
I feel like the snarky comebacks that Venkman does when you have Bill Murray would be better than Chase.
Maybe because Chevy Chase has some good like one-liner jokes and comebacks and stuff. So
but I still feel like Murray does it just a little
sharper.
Yeah,
little hits a little bit better.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
You never know. Just like,
but I think he could have. I have no idea how it would turn out. And to your point, I would like if we could maybe research and see if there's stuff that he ad-libbed maybe. But if it's just going based off of what we think to be the script, I can't see any scenes where I think Chevy Chase would like fail at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like off the top of my head. Even when he was like, okay, everyone empty your minds. Everyone empty your minds. We only got one shot at this. We only got one shot at this. I can see him doing that. Whole scene, and then him getting mad at Dan Aykroyd's character. He's like, uh-oh. What do you mean, uh-oh? Right? Like I can see him doing all those scenes. Even that one where he has to be like somewhat serious, but then comical, kind of. Or when he's like hitting on what's her name? Sigourney Weaver's character. Right? When he's like hitting on her. And he's trying to like, inspecting the place. And he's like, kicking things open, the door open, checking the refrigerator. It's like, well, there's no ghost here, but I'm gonna have to spend the night.
Yeah.
Right? I can see him doing all those jokes and everything. And all the straight face, like seriousness of things too. Even where like he has like the cigarette hanging out of his mouth and he's like putting all the stuff in there and he's making jokes about the I don't know what character that guy makes or whatever he is, a safety inspector dude or whatever. Yeah. So interacting with him, like I said, I can't think of obviously you can tell I watch Ghostbusters a lot. Because I haven't seen that movie in a long time, but I remember a lot of those scenes. Yeah. Even when they tell, what's his name? What's her name's neighbor? Rick Moranis is. Oh yeah, Rick Moranis is the neighbor in there too. So I guess he is in a popular film. I just thought about that. And even when he's telling him about stuff, he's like, yeah, go ahead and go on this. And like, all the interactions with all the characters, I can't see Chevy not being able to pull that off.
Yeah.
Some interactions maybe he would have made better because I feel like a lot of films he was in, he flirted with women like a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe he would have maybe done a little bit better with the film. And plus he was taller too, wasn't he?
Yeah,
taller?
He's
so like
6'4".
So like the way the scenes would have been done would have had to been a little bit different just because he's so much taller.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know. It could have turned out better, but it also could have been crap. Like I don't know I believe his chemistry with Dan Aykroyd, no offense to Bill, but I think Dan and Chevy have like ridiculously good on-screen chemistry, in my opinion.
Yeah, like spies, I guess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So who knows? We might have got some scenes that they ad-libbed on their own just because they think it's funny, right?
Okay.
So, who knows? Who knows?
So here's the thing. The thing is, Beverly Hills Cop, if it was done with the original actor they wanted, Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, would have failed. It would have failed.
It would have been less comedy, more action. So it would have been more of an action cop movie. It would have been close to like, what's the movie he did also, which was Cobra?
Cobra. Yeah, I remember Cobra. No, well, Cobra was.
But it would have been less action. So I'm saying he would have probably added more action into Beverly Hills Cop. It would have been less comedy, more action.
What's the movie he did where he's like, was it Mom Cop or?
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Yes. Have you heard the story about that?
That Arnold Schwarzenegger tricked him to do it?
Yes.
Yeah. It was a bad movie. He told him to do it. Yeah. He's like, I'll think about doing this one. And then he was like, I'll get it first. Yeah, because there's stupid competition. Yeah.
But I'm not sure if I want to do it yet or not.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
That one. Yeah. I
see, and that's what comes to mind when I think about him doing like an action comedy.
But see, here's the thing. When you think about the original Beverly Hills Cop, it would have been more serious action and less comedy. So it would. You're still thinking of it how it came out. It would have been kind of a different movie.
Okay, so here's what I'm saying.
So think about it more if it had been like a dirty.
It wouldn't have bombed. It would have been okay, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been. It would not be the classic it is today. I think it would just be another '80s action film that Sylvester Stallone did. Yeah. It wouldn't be any. It wouldn't be.
I think it would have been more like him trying to do his version of like Dirty Harry.
Hmm.
That's what I think it would have leaned more as opposed to it being a comedy.
See, that's one of those things where like I feel like you would need to have like original scripts premise or like know a little bit about it and then think about like, okay, how would Sylvester Stallone have said this line, or like setting up this scene, like how would it been like.
But then you go through like,
so would his character, so Axel Foley would have been Sylvester Stallone.
Yes. And
then Axel Foley as Sylvester Stallone would have been a hotshot Detroit cop.
Yeah.
Right?
Just a little.
Okay.
And he just a tendency for violence and action or whatever it is. It's just you're gonna take away little like comedic scenes in the movie and just probably stay with a little more like serious and action. I think it would probably stay a little more serious and less comedy. That's what I think that would have done.
Okay.
So, because I think what I was thinking about was like, we're trying to make it seem like Sylvester Stallone in this action comedy, where I think it would have just been more like, I would think it would have been not as close to like Die Hard, but like it would have been way more action.
That'd be funny.
Way more action to it than in terms of like just the more action base as opposed to comedy base. Because I think that's what the Beverly Hills Cop would have been.
Okay. What else you got?
Could Ferris Bueller, could he actually have pulled it off today with social media? And I don't think he could have, because he was everywhere. Because he's everywhere. So like the thing about Ferris Bueller doing his day off, could he actually do his day off today? I feel like he couldn't get away with it.
Okay, so hear me out. Okay, so I think the movie would build up. He'd end up being on the parade or TV or something or whatever. And then, like, it seems like he's not going to get away with it. And then you could have someone be like, oh, that was AI.
Okay. But remember, the sister sees him. So she would still have her cell phone.
Yeah.
And then the fact that Rooney's following him, he still has his phone. So you're saying that, like, when he keys him at the door, he literally has his phone. So he literally could just be like, you're not at school today. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much ways that you can, there's so much more.
You're assuming that they they have their phones at the ready to, like, record.
But I mean,
not that people do that unless they're planning to need to record. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
now the sister,
but I'm saying
the sister is likely that she would have recorded for sure.
Yeah, the sister would have recorded for sure. And then
I'm just saying overall, they probably would have said something like, yeah, and then they would have said something like, oh, he has a device or something to scramble their phone.
But then
you think like, oh, drop it in water or something like that.
That's the thing too, like they're high schoolers and they're teenagers. So you're gonna tell me their entire day they're not gonna post, they're not gonna Instagram, they're not gonna TikTok that entire day.
I don't know.
I feel like he'd catch himself. I feel like he might not, but his girl would.
Or like again, I think maybe it's set up to looks like he's gonna get caught, and they figure something out to make it where he doesn't, or they change up the ending and he does get caught. Right?
Yeah.
That's
the whole thing is where he does.
I think
it's for him to.
He's supposed to not get caught. He's supposed to get away.
He's get away.
Because at the end of the movie, he's still in his robe and he's still.
Yeah, he plans everything else. So like, that's the thing is like
in today's modern era,
it's so much harder.
To be honest with you, I don't even know how he got away with it the first time. Just pure chance and luck, technically, right?
Well, because his sister decided not to turn him in, right?
See, well, that's what I'm saying.
At the end,
so at the end,
she decided not to turn him in after she heard the principal talking to him.
Yeah. See,
and that's the only reason why she changed her mind.
And that's my thing is like technically, she had the keys to like throw the book at him for sure, right?
Yeah.
And then she's like, nope, I'm not gonna do it, right? So as I said, they could set it all up where they have all this proof, and then like it could be like, oh, we don't know this version of the sister's genius computer with AI chick or whatever, and she's like, oh, it's all AI. Like I'll show you.
Well, that's the thing too. Also, use it to get away is where like the fact that he's already gone and he like makes like an AI version of like why he's sick or like he calls in and things like that where he could because he had a whole like different like system set up why he was sick.
You'd be like, oh, I just got this from China, and it could be like a bot. No, I'm sick. No, I'm sick. You know what I mean? Who knows, right? It'd be like, no, I saw him sick at home all day long, right? No. So. And then you could have it like, oh, I just ran a program and scrubbed everything that has me, hashtag Bueller. Right? Like, there's so many ways you could play that where it looks like he's going to get caught. And then it just gets scrubbed and it's like, oh, it's in the ether of the interwebs. Like, it's gone now. So, but yeah, to your point, I think there could be stuff where it's like, oh, like we've got evidence that he's ditching today or whatever, right? And it's like, oh, where'd the post go? Right? And be like, oh, good thing I had so-and-so take that down and be like, you might be wondering why it looked like I got caught. I have someone running interference. So anytime there's a post that comes up, hashtag Bueller gets deleted. Right?
I mean, you
could have something like that where it's like, oh, like he's just got some friend that he pays to like make sure he can enjoy his day off, right?
Yeah.
He's like, the catch is, he's like, got to make sure it's not there long enough for the right people to want to catch me out on my day off, that they don't see it in time to screenshot it, right? So he's like, I have him running. He's like, his algorithm is going. He's like, so as long as algorithm catches it, right? Then of course his sister could be like, got the screenshot, and then she's about to turn him in, and it's like, oh, I don't have a screenshot. And then his principal's like, give me that phone, right? And he's like, well, look at these screenshots. Like, don't be going through my phone. And then like she's already deleted it, right?
Yeah.
And so then they'd be like, he's a pervert, he's going through my phone, and then get him fired or something like that, right? So I don't know who he would get to play the principal, not that guy, but someone like that. I'm sure he'd get to play him, whatever.
Yeah,
but that's how I would do it anyways, if it was me. So
okay.
As I said, I think you could do it, but you'd have to have like, things in place to reason why he doesn't get caught.
Okay. And this is a debatable movie. This is a question that we could.
But again, that all falls apart. All you gotta do is get one person that has actually had the footage, and not get screwed. Yeah. So
this could actually be a full-on podcast question, but we could go to depth later. Did the 80s produce better comedies than the 90s? So we're talking about Friday.
I'm already gonna say I'm biased because like that was the perfect age for me to understand all the comedies that came out.
Yeah.
So
you have the 90s. We were talking about Friday,
It's
House
super
Party.
debatable, yeah.
And you're talking about
Men in Tights, like I said.
American Pie, which is still 90s. And you're talking
late 90s.
So you have all these 90s comedies.
I think, did Something About Mary come out late 90s?
I think that might have been early 2000.
Yep, 1998.
So yeah, so now we have this, which we can go into debate of 90s versus 80s. But what, just off the top, would you pick 90s or 80s?
I would probably pick, literally as soon as that pops up, I think I'm probably picking that. Because you got Nutty Professor, Kingpin, Hot Shots, Tommy Boy, Problem Child, ton of Adam Sandler movies, right? Like Adam Sandler movies alone, hilarious. You got Kindergarten Cop, Addams Family. What else? There's a lot during that time.
Yeah,
I think Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire's 90s.
Yeah. Jerry Maguire's 90s.
You got some Robin Williams movies. Office Space. So I Married an Axe Murderer. What else?
Yeah, it's like the first two Austin Powers.
Yep. Austin Powers, another Adam Sandler movie. Got Friday, House Party, Dumb and Dumber, Money Talks, Liar Liar. Oh, then enters the Jim Carrey era where he's putting out all his stuff. Mask, right? Yeah, I'm going 90s for sure on that one. That could be an entire podcast, but for me, just this off top of my head, I'm going 90s. But again, I'm clearly going to be biased because that's when I was old enough to understand a vast majority of those films. Grumpy Old Men, classic. Grumpy Old Men is hilarious. And then Kingpin, I reference Kingpin like a lot of different times too. Austin Powers, A Spy Who Shagged Me, classic film. Sequel as well. Mr. Bean, right?
Money Talks. We have Rush Hour.
You got what else? Like I said, a ton of Adam Sandler movies. Yeah. Right? Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's just Rush Hour 1.
Rush Hour.
You'll get Bad Boys.
Coneheads.
Yes.
Like I said, Nutty Professor. Some silly ones too, like Basketball. Horrible film, by the way, but Nothing to Lose. You got a ton of Martin movies that came out in the 90s.
Yes, you did.
A ton of those. What's called? You got what else? Yeah, see, like a ton of Adam Sandler movies. Ton. Major Pain, Beethoven, Spy Hard, Mo Money. That was a whole thing. Blank Man, Sister Act, Captain Ron, so many. Wayne's Worlds, Encino Man, Don't Be a Menace. Vegas Vacation came out in the 90s.
Yeah. For me, I you know, What About Bob is amazing. It's close, but I was thinking my top 80s list. And I said if I added 90s to this one, how many are cracking that top 10?
Strictly Business.
That's not cracking my top 10. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, how many of those 90s movies crack my top 10 of 80s? If I just throw them against that, and I was like, 80s still won me.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing's taking
Coming to America
off one. The only thing that I can see for sure that if you consider comedies that's getting in there is probably Bad Boys and Friday.
Oh, that was such a good movie right there. Friday.
Yeah, you're getting Bad Friday. If you consider Bad Boys a comedy, that's debatable. So I go, if you consider more just action, then okay, then you get Friday in there, and maybe I'd probably take off Secret My Sess and put in House Party, and I'd probably throw in maybe like 2 more movies, maybe 1 more, but I'm not one of them are getting. I thought about my top comedy movies. Right. 80s, mine's still probably dominated by the 80s.
Okay.
So I'd say that's why I would say 80s is still one for me.
It
still beat them. I mean, would it be close? If I sat down and really thought about it, it'd be close. But I would say the number one is sitting from the 80s is Just Coming to America. Nothing's
topping that, really.
Nothing's topping that. And so now you're going, all right, what's beating out Beverly Hills Cop? Can I get one that's going to go into 2? Possibly, yeah.
For me, the only thing I can think off the top of my head that, like, when I say, like, what's a comparable film, like Rush Hour and Beverly Hills Cop?
I'm still taking Beverly Hills Cop.
I'm still
taking Beverly Hills Cop.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm still picking it.
Oh, let me see. Oh, 2001. Okay. I was like, how close is that second film? Because that one's pretty good.
So as I said, I would probably still go.
Do you understand the words that come out of my mouth?
I still go 80s.
I don't understand the words that come out of your mouth.
Yeah, I still probably just do 80s on that one.
Man's radio. What?
So
many quotable lines from that one.
Yeah,
so many.
So yeah, what's
a quotable line from Beverly Hills Cop?
Beverly Hills Cop? Plenty of. Well, I mean, we just said it before. You know what I'm saying? Just say it.
Or say it again.
Say it. Put a banana in the tailpipe, yo.
I'm fall for banana in the tailpipe.
Axel, get out of here. Like, I got a place. Trust me.
Damn it, Axel.
I mean, hell, just the soundtrack alone. And another.
I think you brought this up before in a previous podcast about the music.
Which I said, yeah, the music of the 80s is so much better than they went going forward in terms of like how they score and then put the music in the background of different movies. And I feel like every year after that, it's gotten worse.
Kind of falls off a bit.
And I think because I feel like they don't want to date the movies with the music. So it's like almost been slowly going over to like, we're just going to score it with classical music. So you can't figure out the date in the year.
Well, not only that too, but I think you were talking about the simple fact that like main characters get their own kind of like music.
Yeah.
Right. Like Axel Foley, like
he has that. Yeah, he has
his own theme music.
Like you hear that, and you're like, "That's Axel Foley." Like, oh, Star Wars, that's Vader. Right. Oh, that's Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Like I know Back to the Future. Like like these songs, and I feel like going forward, they don't want to identify them so far.
I was actually thinking about this the other day. The only other genre that I know that still does that, like very effectively, anime.
Oh yeah. Ultra Instinct, yo.
Anime is like you know stuff's about to go down because you're like, oh, the music's changed.
Yeah.
The music has changed.
And I feel like they don't.
And it's not like song specific. It's like the beat and the sound is like just for that moment that's happening.
This is the last.
They did the same thing with like Superman. Like
Yeah, I think the last one that did it that kind of effectively, as I say in a movie, would be the Robert Pattinson Batman.
Really? I thought you were gonna say the animated Spider-Man films.
But no, I'm saying about in terms of the theme song for like a character. Like if you actually look at it, like they had that low, the low tone when he shows up on screen.
Like that, like it's a Dark Knight.
Yeah, they gave him that. They gave him a tone and they gave him a little music when he came in.
I give it to that for live action, and then for me, I would say like the one that did probably the best recently was the last two Spider-Man films, right? Because like Miles is coming on scene, you got Kingpin coming on scene, like they give him a song, they give Miles a song. Like Miles is in turmoil. Oh, and you got him listen to a song. It's like I'm not afraid of the darkness, and he like gets his own. Like every moment there's going through, there's like a song that correlates.
That's more like the overall soundtrack. And I was saying like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
but I'm saying like in terms of like the character themselves.
Oh yeah, for him, like his whole thing about like, no, I'm gonna do it my own way, right?
But I'm saying like every time you see him, there isn't the same song.
He does like there's one song that follows over into the next one.
So like through all the two movies right now, it's the same song.
Every time you see Miguel, right? That right, like they give him that every time he comes on scene. you know, oh, Miguel's on here now because
Yeah.
that like little right. So, and they have that one. They do that other sound effect to like let you know that there's like stuff changing, right? Or like they have a what's the other one? Like when it's escalating, like they use it. They use that same song in the first one, and then they use it at the end of the second one to like let you know like, oh, like things are building up, like it's very tense, right? And then they show the ending of it. So, but to your point of having like specifically for that character, I definitely would say like the old school ones did it better.
Yeah.
Consistently,
they found ways to just sit there and go, okay, like Terminator. I know what Terminator. Like I know there's a Terminator based on the music. Like you know it. Like even RoboCop. Like they have like that little just tone.
What's the RoboCop one?
Off the top of my head, I know, but I might hear it. I know it, but he has one.
Okay. Terminator one, I know for sure.
Yeah. I mean, RoboCop is not as iconic because I guess people just don't replay it that much. But he has it, and it plays every time you see him in the movie. But like Indy, everyone.
I feel like his is like a weird mix between like the Terminator one and.
It's kind of more like orchestra type.
Yeah.
So it's not like pop or anything.
It's more like ballady.
Yeah. So like that's kind of what you have when you have like RoboCop. But yeah, like a lot of the characters in the 80s had their own like theme, their own. So you just know who they are, and that kind of
training montages.
Training montage. I mean, and it's funny because like Rocky has so many training montages. You've got like 8 Rocky songs that you figure out who Rocky is.
But I mean, Eye of the Tiger is the number one, right?
Which is the third movie. Which you think about it, it's the third movie.
The third movie.
Yeah, Eye of the Tiger's
from the third. Where he fights Cobra.
Yeah, it's from the third. That's what people like. It's like that's not even his theme.
The other one is Rising High.
It's flying. It's flying
high.
Flying now or something like that. I think it's flying now.
Flying high, flying eagles. What is that song called?
In the song they're saying training hard now, but I think it's like fly now. I think it's what the name of the song is.
Fly now.
Yeah,
that's from the first one.
Fly now. Yeah, that's the one from the first one. But
that's the one they played
Eye
the
of
most.
Eye of the Tiger is the third movie.
Yes, by Survivor.
No.
Yep. And then people, I guess it's a very popular question on Google.
Yeah, because everyone's like that's his theme. I'm like, well, he's get to the third movie.
Yeah. Well, this one is the most, right? Like
the flying high now is the one that's in the
like
first
the gonna fly now is the I would say
that's the one where he's running.
They play that. They do play that one on other ones too.
Yeah, that's like when he gets ready to fight. That plays like normally during the.
I believe they bring it back towards the end of his. Was it Rocky Balboa? That one that he called?
Yeah, I think most of the time
before. I think they played it in Creed. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know.
They may or may not. I'm not 100% sure, but it for sure is. That's the more popular one. Yeah, but I think the most popular one is the one by Survivor, the Eye of the Tiger.
That's the one most people remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine.
I think that one's more used in other films for training montages.
Yeah. And everyone kind of just crooks it to Rocky because
they only use gonna fly now as if they actually copy that running scene.
Yeah, the running scene.
Yeah. So. Yeah, those are pretty good. What else you got?
So we're going to end with the last question I was asked. We've been doing, which 80s movies do you think should be remade?
None of them. Leave my shit alone.
I'm just saying. I mean, if you feel like one of them deserves a remake or should be remade.
Dang it. I think I mentioned this one time before. I'm trying to remember which one.
80s comedy.
Well, I had a good idea for Coming to America, but they did it already.
That was a sequel.
I was saying if you were going to remake it, you could use my idea still too. Let's see, which of these would I want to be remade? Any or the comedy?
The comedy. It's always a genre, so it's comedy.
Okay, so an 80s comedy. I would like them to.
Or needs a remake, or should have a remake, or
needs a remake.
Like You know, it might have had a good idea, but then you're just like, oh, you guys didn't do. I'm thinking like,
you know what? I would like a new. Well, if they were gonna do it, I enjoyed it so much. I would enjoy a Look Who's Talking.
Look Who's Talking remake.
I would enjoy a Look Who's Talking remake, especially with the way the world is now when it comes to babies and everything else. Like, don't leave me alone with these dinks. Right? It's like those without kids is like limited money. Like, don't let them watch me. No, don't do it. Yeah, so I think that could be good. That could be a good remake. What about you?
I did like the idea of Brewster's Millions.
Yeah, I talked about that one.
Yeah, I talked about that. I did like the idea of Brewster's Millions being remade, and of what could be remade, which I think would actually be if we did it better today, just because of like technology and stuff, is The Man with One Red Shoe.
Okay.
Because especially the surveillance and the way they do it surveillance, and it would just be even more in depth of just like, oh, well, we need to trick this other surveillance company to follow this guy. So we're gonna basically make it seem like him. So they're all just follow, you know, all the technology and randomness that could go, like drones following him and stuff like that, because he's, you know, they think he's a spy and he's just some random dude. Which I think today with all of that it would actually be pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool and hilarious.
Do it differently, probably. Yeah. And in that regard, I think one that could be done better, maybe. I'm not sure who you get for the duo for it though. Spies Like Us.
I thought about that too. I was debating those two. I was like, Man with Red Shoe or Spies Like Us.
In the same lines of that one, I think those two would be pretty interesting. Yeah. Those ones would be pretty interesting, I think.
And then too, it's like, and here's the thing: it's the same like location, because it's like they sneak into like the Russian border anyway. So like they almost didn't have to change the plot of the actual movie.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to do too much. Yeah. So that could be. I think those two could work pretty well.
Yeah, I think those two would probably be.
Like I said, I don't know who you get to play Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase. I have no idea.
And then and then
but there's a lot of people who are in comedy still
I feel like
work well as a duo.
I feel like Man with Red Shoe would probably be easier to.
I know who Hollywood would want to put in there that would probably be a instant like, oh, I'll go watch it.
Okay,
but I don't know if it's gonna be good.
Okay, Spies Like Us. I've already done too many movies though.
Together?
Yeah.
Or you're probably thinking of the same two people I'm thinking of, maybe?
Kevin Hart and The Rock?
Yep. I'm like, technically, that's what National Intelligence was, right? Yeah. Is that what that movie was called?
Central
Intelligence. Central Intelligence, yeah. So that's the first two people I thought I was like, oh, you could do that. Or Jason Statham and The Rock. That would be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny. Because even though people don't think about this, Jason Statham does comedy actually rather well.
Yeah.
Maybe you change out The Rock.
That's what I said. I'm like, I was thinking about that too. So I was like,
change him out.
You know, or you do something like something just random. Like something like Will Ferrell and Dave Chappelle or something.
Oh, I was gonna say Steve Carell and Will Ferrell.
That too.
But they're too old now, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, we could do a massive reversal, and I'd like to see Kevin and Eddie.
Could.
I'm not sure exactly how that would work, but I think it could be funny.
Like Kevin Hart and Eddie?
Yeah.
Instead of like them both being like trying to get to it, like Eddie's like already been in it and they just finally promoted Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And just kind of just go through it.
Yeah.
You can do that too.
Because Eddie's already like, I don't care about no damn record, right? So then if you're having a movie with him, he's like, listen here, you getting pup. Like, first of all, you need to change something. No, you're talking to. I know what I'm doing. I've earned my stripes. I say we do it this way, right? Kind of like almost like a food bar.
Yeah, because they're both expendable. I mean, that's what it is. They're supposed to be expendable. So they're just like, we're out here to get decoyed that you basically get murdered. And we,
and it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We just won't lose our good agents. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And be like, oh, you're really not that good of an agent. You've just been here forever doing your thing. And then, like, you're a new agent and we don't even care, right? Like, you barely passed. You're just here. And we just kind of keep you around because you found out too much or something. Or it could even be something like, oh, well, they know a secret and we got to get rid of them or something like that.
I'm trying to think of, like, for Man with One Red Shoe, I'm trying to think of who would replace Tom Hanks. Who would you have play that instead? Yeah, who would you replace Tom Hanks with? That's just be like I mean, you technically could do that with, like, Tom Holland, but he's been in enough already.
Well, a pick for me might not be a popular choice, but I mean, he's fairly popular in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. So much popular that Disney has chosen to put him in a film coming up here pretty soon. Ryan Gosling.
I mean, I don't hate it. I just think
Timothy Chalamet.
But I think it's better. I think because
you can put him in it super easy.
But it's like, yeah, the fact that, like, I don't think it's Tom Holland because he plays he played better Clueless.
You could put Tom Hanks' son.
Could.
I totally forgot about that. That's an option.
Yeah.
He does the comedy pretty well.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been in anything for a while.
Yeah.
So, or you could have him. That'd be actually, I'd watch that. I would be intrigued just to see, like, how he does.
I think he's too old.
Think he's too old now?
Not him. I'm who I was trying to think of right now.
Why just go blank on his name right now? It's the dude that's in charge that was in Superbad, and then he's also in
Jordan Hill?
Not Jordan Hill, skinny one. Why haven't I blanked on his name? It's also
he's also in the second Kick-Ass, right? That who you're talking about? McLovin?
No, not McLovin.
Michael Cera.
Cera, that's what Michael Cera. I don't know why I went blank on his name. Yeah.
That could work.
Because he plays such a good clueless character where he has no clue, like, they're following him. He would just be like,
actually, for the Spies Like Us, what if you have Michael Cera and Jesse what's his name?
From Social Network?
Is Jesse Eisenberg? Is that his actual name?
I think it's Eisenberg, I think, yeah.
I'm sure that's the right name, right? But that's what, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Guy from Social Network. I know everyone says that. He also played a really bad Lex Luthor. But those two could be a weird sidekick duo in Spies Like Us.
Yeah.
Or you could even have Michael Cera and dude play McLovin in Spies Like Us.
Or just have him and Jonah Hill again, because they were great and Superbad. So
they could be really good in the Spies Like Us. Actually,
they were really good in like Spies Like Us.
That could be a good duo right there. That could be good. That would work. I'd watch it. Yeah, that could be good. But yeah, you could have Michael Cera in
One Red Shoe. It's like he just completely play a great clueless character. He has no clue what's going on. It's like,
and then you got his past history in Scott Pilgrim did well too, where it was kind of like a central story following him around. So I think he does good in those roles.
Yeah.
So
that would work. I would say those are probably the two things I would want. That I want to remake.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. All right, so I guess that was it. And then what's the next topic going to be?
There's a bunch of stuff we can do that we haven't technically done.
Do we want to do the 80s, 90s battle?
We can do 80s, 90s battle. We can stay on 80s and do action because we haven't really done action, I don't think.
Yes, we have. That was
we did sci-fi. I thought we did sci-fi. We did sci-fi. We did fantasy. We did rom-coms first. We did rom-coms. We did fantasy. We've done 80s comedy.
No, we did action, but it wasn't. I don't believe it was limited to the years. I think we were just talking and doing like 80s, 90s action. Or did we do the biggest action?
We did action heroes. We did action stars.
We did action stars.
We didn't do actual 80s like action.
I felt like we covered those movies though by doing that topic. We could double back on it though.
Because what we did 80s action stars. We just talked about, like, is it Stallone? Is it Arnold, or is it like that? But then it's like there's a bunch of movies in action that didn't have any of them.
Then you got Kurt Russell.
Yeah. So we could do 80s action, or could we argue and say, do we do
80s versus 90s action or 80s versus 90s comedy.
We'll do 80s versus 90s, and I take the 90s.
For action or comedy?
Comedy.
Okay, so you're gonna build a case for the 90s,
And you build a case for 80s.
and I build a case for 80s.
Yep.
Okay, that's easy.
So that's what I said.
I'm like, I've already built my case. But yeah, build a case for 80s comedy. Cool.
Okay.
And we got 90s comedy.
Boom.
And we're doing 80s versus 90s. Cool. We'll see how that goes. And then, people sit there and talk about who's better. 80s
Who do
or
you
90s?
guys like better?
Do you-
80s or 90s?
Do you like 80s Eddie or do you like Chris Tucker? Who would be the 90s comedy guy?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey? Would you say Jim Carrey's the 90s comedy guy?
Huge in the 90s.
But I'm saying, if you pick would you say?
Oh, Adam Sandler, hands down. 90s. He had so many movies that came out in the 90s.
But so did Jim. That's what I'm saying. Do you say Jim?
Pretty sure Adam has more.
I mean, but Liar Liar, The Mask, Ace Ventura, another Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber. I would say, it's probably close.
Big Daddy, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. Who else does he have? I'll list them on the next one, but he has a lot too.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing for popularity, I want to say the Adam Sandler ones might have been
And
higher
then Truman
grossing.
Show.
Truman Show. Is that 90s though?
Yep. 98.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's probably Jim. Then.
Yeah, so 94, Mask, Dumb and Dumber, and Ace Ventura all came out the same year.
Wow. Man was working. Oh, and Cable Guy.
And Cable Guy.
I forgot about
Liar,
that.
Liar, yeah. And then he did a Batman movie.
Oh, he did some. Oh, that's right. I didn't even know I forgot about that. I didn't even know that was him actually over here.
Man in the Moon. And
He did some cartoons as well. Yeah, Batman Forever, Liar Liar, Simon Birch. Oh, he did Man on the Moon.
Yeah, Man on the Moon was 99, yep.
Okay.
It's close. I was saying, you got Adam Sandler too, but I felt like it was Jim might be one.
Oh, Waterboy. Forgot about that. The Wedding Singer, Bulletproof, Billy Madison, Airheads. I don't think I ever watched that.
Someone did. It's bad.
Yeah.
I
He's in this, but he doesn't have a starring role. That's more of a Norm Macdonald film.
So I feel like he had a bigger run in the 2000s, but I feel like
yeah,
I
think
the 2000s
is
ramped
longer
him
for
up
him.
in the 2000s.
The 90s ramped him up for sure.
Yeah.
I would say starting right here with Billy Madison. So Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Bulletproof, Wedding Singer, Waterboy, and then Big Daddy. He had a real small role right here in Deuce Bigelow. He was more of a Rob Schneider one, and then literally Little Nicky, and then Punch Drunk Love, Mr. Deeds, Eight Crazy Nights, Anger Management, 51st Dates, Spanglish, Longest Yard. Then yes, Click. Yeah, see, like he has way more in the 2000s. Yeah. Funny People. Yeah, he has a lot ramping up into the 90s. So yeah, I would say between Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey for the 90s. Probably Jim Carrey more so. Boom. But yeah, I'll take that. So 80s versus 90s next time.
All right.
All right, sounds good.
80s versus 90s.
Boom.
Which team are you on? Are you on Team 80s or are you on Team 90s? What team are you on?
90s. 80s. All right. Any last closing remarks? Or are you good?
80s winning next week. Gang.
We'll see.
Got 8s up.
Eights. Crazy eights.
All eights around here.
Nines. Taking over 9 in the 2000s. That's how I'm going to end that one. Thanks for watching. Peace.